Hello, everyone. It's William here from Allegory Gallery, and I'm in my home office again today. Did a few errands today. We are getting the house ready for Cynthia and Azalea to come. They're joining us here for a little while. Got lots of fun things planned with them. So we're getting the house ready. Ran a few errands today. Ran down to the store to check on things. And we have some things that we've added to the online store that we're going to show you here today. And we also have big plans for Friday. On Friday, we are going to have a trunk show by our friend Hannah Rosner, Hannah Rosner of Good River Gallery. And so I have a few, I picked like 4 little things, and they're kind of the same. Can't give you too much of a preview, but I picked 4 things from that trunk show that I'm going to show you. It is a Halloween and autumn themed trunk show. So if you don't know Hannah, she does wonderful glass making, glass beads, glass sculptures, and pendants, charms, beads, lots of wonderful things. And we always love her holiday editions. So we will be taking a look at that on Friday. So make sure you mark your calendars. Friday, our live at 5 will be the Hannah Rosner Good River Gallery trunk show. All right, so I'm going to give you a preview of those, but I'm going to wait till the end. We're going to do that at the end and show you what just a little peek at what will be available for you in that trunk show. But today, if you've been keeping up on the website, we've been adding things to the website. I have some Marsha Newell stuff. If you don't know Marsha, she's been a friend of ours for a very long time. We love her. And we have some things that we've added from her into our online store. Oftentimes the things of hers in the online store, they sell pretty quickly. So you'll want to check those out if you haven't already. They are in the latest editions collection in our website, if you want to check on those. We have some things from unicorn beads. We have some Molly pendants. And this one is, we have some Mystic Moon stuff. So glass work today, some glass work, some ceramic work, like pottery, ceramic, and glass day today. So let me see who's out there. If you're out there, please say hello. Hello, Michelle. Glad to see you here. Hello, Susie. Michelle's out there on Facebook and YouTube. Awesome. That's excellent. As we talked about in my last live, we are so very close on YouTube to hitting that monetization possibility. So we've been working hard on this for years. First, to build our YouTube up. I think I think when we really started investing in this, we had about 400 some followers on YouTube. We now have about 1,040 followers. So thank you, all of you out there who are watching us on YouTube. We really appreciate it. We need 4,000 hours of watch time in a 365-day period. So this is a rolling period. So we got to keep it rolling before it rolls off of some of the watching that we've been doing. So we're, I think, only 300 some hours away. So that's excellent news. If we can get you all to watch our rewatches on YouTube, if you miss a presentation, please go over to YouTube and watch it. A lot of our viewers say that YouTube has better quality for the streaming. It seems to look better on YouTube. They also, you can also, during this live, like right now, you can rewind if you miss something and go watch it again. Whereas on Facebook, you have to be right at the moment. So if you miss something, you can't go back in time. Where on YouTube, you can. So that's kind of really nice. But if we get those watch hours, then we can fill out a little form and request to be monetized. And what that'll mean is, yes, it will put ads in our videos, not these lives. It doesn't put ads in the lives. But in our pre-made videos that we post, like our tutorials, and some of those things are around the town videos that we've done. But the thing is they're already putting ads in some of those videos. If you've watched any of those, you may have noticed there are ads in them already. We don't get any of that ad money. That all goes to YouTube. So if we can get monetized, the money from those ads will come to us. And then when you watch one of our videos, please watch the ads. We can't say that once we're monetized, but please watch the ads. Then we get kickbacks from them, and it's passive income, and it helps your little bead store here grow. without having to do all the work all the time, right? Passive income is amazing. So once we get to that point, we will be doing a lot more on YouTube as far as making tutorials and things like that that are kind of evergreen. All right, so that's what we're working on right now. That's why we're asking you, please watch on YouTube. So thank you, Michelle, for watching on YouTube as well. Let's see, Sarah is with us. Hello. Sandra is with us. Hello, Sandra. Facebook user out there. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. Suzanne is with us. AG Beat Fam. AG Beat Fam. Hello, Suzanne. I hope you're doing well. Michelle was watching a replay this morning. Thank you so much. Let's see. Sharon is with us. Thank you for tuning in. Cindy says we will be descending upon you very soon, William. Yeah, I think they're supposed to show up around 6 or 6:30 from what I understand. So that's exciting. I can't wait to see Cynthia and Azalea again. It's really fun when they come up. We have a good time. We're going to be making kits. We're going to be making stuff. We have stuff for the Great Beat Extravaganza coming up. We just had our monthly Great Beat Extravaganza meeting. Many people, you know, for all of you out there, the Great Beat Extravaganza happens like 4 times a year, and we have these little events in between. But for us, it's a weekly, if not like, it's a monthly, if not weekly thing. So we're constantly doing things behind the scenes to make all of that happen. This isn't just something that, you know, pops up on a day and we say, okay, we're going live, let's do it. There's a lot of work involved in keeping the Great Beat Extravaganza going, especially because, you know, we're just a group of people who are coming together to do this. It's not, you know, something that, you know, that there's a form of organization. This is just a group of friends, and we're coming together and we're doing stuff together. And so we got to wrangle everybody in, and we got to wrangle ourselves in. And so we're going to be planning for the Great Beat Extravaganza coming up. So Cynthia's going to be coming up with Azalea, and they're on their way now, driving. And we're going to be doing some planning for that. We're going to be making some kits. I'm sure making lots of stuff, having fun. I don't know how long they're staying. So hopefully it's more than just a few days, because we like to have them up here. It's definitely a lot more fun when your family's around. So let's see what else. Who else is out there? June is with us. Thank you for tuning in. Teresa says, what happens if you have premium on YouTube? From what I understand, the payment that you make for premium, if you watch something that is monetized, part of that payment goes to them. That's what I've understood. That's what I've heard being said. I don't know that they really released the details on that, but for people who are monetized that I've talked with, it seems like that's what happens. If somebody has YouTube Premium and they're paying for it, like I have YouTube Premium for my personal account. But supposedly, if you're watching monetized things, you don't get the ads, but because that account is monetized, a little bit of your premium money gets kicked back to them. Let's see here. Our goal for 2023 is to debut and roll out a bunch of new evergreen videos. I guess Facebook user is Andrew, is what it sounds like to me. Yeah, the Facebook user is Andrew. Andrew, you need to go hit that link because we're not seeing you here. He's asking, Cynthia, do you want to set stones tonight? I have a deadline tomorrow. Andrew's got deadlines to make. So yeah, even if you have YouTube Premium, you should still be able to kick back on us and you won't have to watch the ads anyway. So hopefully we can get there. Suzanne says, I probably won't be at the Zoom tomorrow. My best friend has passed and I'm going to the Vesper service. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not a good time. And we feel for you. It's never easy. That's never easy. So yes, which reminds me, unfortunately, a bad thing has reminded me, we are going to have tomorrow. We probably will not have our regular live tomorrow. Instead, we will be doing our creative make-along on Zoom. So we have that going. And that is generally, I think, around 7. I'm going to post the link and post details tonight in the Design Challenge group. So if you're not part of the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group, please go over there and join that. Right there it is. Facebook.com/groups/Allegory Gallery Design Challenges. It's a long name, but it's a fun group. So get in there, join us. I will be posting the link to our Creative Zoom Make-Along. and we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. Andrew says the Great Beat Extravaganza started out as a one-time thing, but has grown into something so much bigger. So it's a much different beast now. Last night we talked a lot about how to keep things fresh and exciting. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. Creative make-along tomorrow night around 7-ish. Usually lasts about 2 hours. Maybe we'll get Cynthia and Azalea to make along with us too. We'll see. But it should be fun. And hopefully you got your kit for that. If you did not get your kit, I think I should look. Let me just take a look on my computer over here. Where are my kits? Oh, of course it's not sorting the way I want it to. Maybe Andrew can take a look and see if we still have any of the kits available. Anyway, I think they're still available. Creative Make-Along should be on Friday. Friday we can't because we're doing the trunk show on Friday. Creative Zoom Make-Along was set for Thursday. We have a meeting. Maybe one of us will have to miss. I can do the Creative Make-Along. So I guess we're going to have to look at our calendar and figure that out. It's supposed to be tomorrow, though. We set it up months ago. So hopefully we can do that. Because the trunk show is definitely probably going to run past our normal streaming time. We'll see. Stay tuned in the Great Beat Extravaganza, not the Great Beat Extravaganza, in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges group, and we'll figure out what's going on. We'll see. We'll see. Trying to think what else we have going on. Yeah, Mercury retrograde sure is correct. Yeah, that throws things out a little bit. Oh, Helen says they are sold out. Thank you for checking, Helen. I guess the kits are sold out. I didn't realize the kits were sold out. So there you go, sold out. Andrew says he thought it was supposed to be the 16th. I don't think so. What's in the calendar? I put it in the calendar. Maybe it was the 16th. If it was the 16th, then it's going to be Friday. Hello again, Helen. I can't look at my calendar right now, so maybe it is. Usually we have them on Thursdays, but maybe we did switch it to the 16th. I can't look at the listing because it's sold out. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Stay tuned in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges. And maybe we did set it for Friday. If we set it for Friday, we may have to split up. We'll see if I get the trunk show done in time on Friday. Because Hannah is going to be able to join us on Friday. It's one of the few days that she has available. So we're going to be doing the trunk show on Fridays. I have a listing. I have a preview for you sitting right here beside me that we're going to show you at the end of this video. Yeah, so what is going on? Anything else going on in my brain? I think that's it. Any of you have questions out there about anything before we get started with the live? How are you all doing? I know I did a chat on whatever day it was. Was it Monday? I think it was Monday. I did a little chat and we chatted a little bit. But if you have any questions, have any concerns, let me know. Suzanne, I know you sent an email about some Halloween stuff, and I am going to get to that. I didn't get to it today because we've been at the house cleaning the house. Website says the 16th. Good, then it is Friday. There you go. Everyone's telling me Thursday. It is Friday. So Friday will be the trunk show and the creative make-along. We're going to go from one into the other. So I'll probably start the trunk show. Maybe we'll just do everything from the cottage on Friday. So we'll do the trunk show, and then we'll go right into the creative make-along, I guess. Bonnie, William, your voice sounds even lower today. Hope you are doing better. We are doing much better. I don't have a ton of energy, which is why I have brain fog right now, which is why you can probably see, I think Andrew and I both have a little bit of brain fog. We've been talking about it, which is why we're getting things a little confused. But we're doing okay. We're doing much better. I have a cough that just doesn't want to go away, but it's getting better. Mostly I'm coughing in the morning when I wake up, and then it's clearing up. I've been drinking a lot of water to try and keep that away. You have brain fog anyway. It's true. I always have brain fog, but it's worse now, if that's even possible. But yeah, So doing better. Bonnie says, I had that too. I'm so glad that you are better. Isn't it wild? Susie says, you look like you feel better. Yeah, I do feel a lot better. Today especially. And as I start coughing as I say that. But yeah, we're doing better. Every day is a little bit better. Every day is coming up with a little bit of, you know, a little bit of an improvement every day, a little bit of an improvement. So yeah, and I'm really looking forward to Cynthia and Azalea coming. That's really exciting. That helps me feel better too. It's always good to hang out with them. We have a lot of fun, and get to go for walks and do fun things and make stuff, and it's always a good time. So we're going to be hanging out. You'll probably see us on lives more often when they're here, even possibly. I don't know. It sounds like we have a lot of lives scheduled, but we are doing better. And I hope you're all doing well out there. Again, Suzanne, I'm sorry for your loss, and but I do hope everyone else is doing well and you know, having fun, making things. Hopefully, you're all making things. I know right now, you know, kids are probably back in school and getting used to that whole school thing. So I know a lot of people have been away because they're getting their kids ready or their grandkids ready and getting things, you know, just ready for that. And this time of the year when the kids go back to school is always a slow time for us because people put everything else on the side burner or the back burner and you know, focus on their kids and getting them ready. So hopefully you're all getting back into the swing of making things and being creative. Andrew and I are trying to get back into the swing of things. I have plans to go down and talk to our friends at Main Exhibit Gallery because they sell pottery clay. And I put just a little bit of money aside for me to try and start some pottery stuff. So, you know, it's I want to get into it. I want to do it. So hopefully I'll get down there, and I don't know if they have clay ready or if they have to order it. So we'll see. But hopefully I can get some and I can start playing around with some pottery stuff. That'll be fun. Let's see here. Andrew says we got to pick up stuff for dinner. Yes, we do. We got to clean the house. We got to pick up stuff for dinner. You know, as much as big box stores are hard, thank goodness sometimes for them. You know, we complain a lot about some stuff, but there aren't many places to buy groceries at like 10 o'clock at night other than like Walmart. So that's probably where we'll be heading to pick up stuff for dinner after we get everything done today. Andrew said, plus we've been off for 2 weeks, so folks forget if there is a break. Yeah, you know, we're back. We're trying to be back. So please join us. Please let your friends know that we're back. You know, we've been doing this for 11 years, which reminds me, I have something else to tell you. We've been doing this for just about 11 years. Tomorrow actually will be 11 years that Allegory Gallery has been in business and running. It feels like longer sometimes, feels like shorter sometimes. But, you know, we've hit a point where we're kind of, I talked about this a little bit, we feel like we plateaued in some ways. You know, the amount of followers we have isn't going up exponentially. You know, the kind of business we're doing isn't really going up a ton. And that's not to complain. We're happy about things and we're happy where we are and we're making money and we're doing things. But after 11 years, we want to kind of, you know, give it a big push and try to, you know, push ourselves out of this plateau that we've reached and kind of expand some and do better. So that's why we ask you, please share what we have with your friends. Let them know that they can trust us. If you've not written us a review and you'd like to write a good review on Google, please go to Google, find Allegory Gallery and write a review. Reviews really help companies grow. You know, Google, when they see a lot of people writing good reviews, they start to move your listings higher and higher, and they start to show you off a little more. So please, if you've gotten stuff from us and you've enjoyed it and you'd like to write a good review, please go to Google, search for Allegory Gallery and hit the write a review button. If you've not had a good experience and you need to talk about something or you have an issue with something, please email us first. Reviews can ruin companies, and just as much as they can do good, they can do bad. And sometimes they can do worse than they can do good. So if you have had an experience that you've been unhappy with or you have a question about, we do ask you to please write us. We're always available at info@allegorygallery.com, and I'm going to put that up here too. And we ask you to please write and help us to help you sort things out before things go downhill even more. We try our best to make things right. Um, you know, there have been times that we sold something that wasn't what we thought it was, and we've refunded every single person that ordered that thing, whether they complained about it or not, because that's the right thing to do. Um, and we try our best to make things right. There's a lot of times that if we run out of something on your order, we refund you that, and we'll just throw in a little extra something else that might be similar, or that we don't charge you for. Those are the kind of things that everybody runs out of things sometimes, but sometimes when it's something that if we have something similar, we'll say, hey, here it is for free, it's a gift, thank you so much. So those are the kind of things we try to make things right for people whenever we can. So if you have bought something and you would like to write a nice review, you can do that on many places. Google is one of the best because Google is the big search engine, so you can write a review on Google. You can write a review, I think, on Bing, TripAdvisor. You can do a review on Yelp, but Yelp is very weird. They ask you not to ask for reviews on Yelp. So if you've not actually visited us and written when you were here, they will probably strike out your review. We have about 15 reviews or something on Yelp, and only 2 of them or something show up because Yelp doesn't believe that the people were actually there. So that's a little bit hard. But yeah, so that's that. Please don't forget that we're here. Please help us, go past the level that we're at right now. We're happy here, but we want to do more, and we want to keep doing more. We want to grow, and so please help us do that. Share, write reviews, let your friends know that we're a legitimate source to buy things, and that if you had good experience, please let them know. Let's see here. Donna says, I had a show next Saturday, but the main road that it was on has shut down to build a new bridge. I wasn't really looking forward to this one because it was outside. Well, that's, I guess, good. I guess that's good. So hopefully that's a good thing, I guess, if you weren't looking forward to it. Shows are something else, right? Shows are an interesting thing. We don't do a lot of them, but when we do them, they can be a lot of fun, but they're also a lot of work. Molly is packing to move. You're moving? What's going on? What's going on with that? You do have a great show in October. That's good. Support your grocery change. Hubby works for one. Yeah, we do. We support. We have Giant Eagle here in town, and this I guess it's a franchise, but it's owned by a family here, and so we, even though it is sometimes more expensive to shop there, we do try our best to shop there as much as we can. We actually shop a lot there. Sometimes I look at the grocery bills and the receipts, and it's like, oh my goodness. But we do try to support them as much as we can. They just close a little bit earlier than some of the bigger chain or bigger box stores, and sometimes you need to go get something at 11 o'clock at night. Let's see here. Andrew says, I kind of feel like big box stores are just a part of life now. In small rural communities, sometimes it's the only option. I think as consumers, we have to find a balance. It's true, right? I know our store closes at 5. If you want beads after 5, I'm not going to say you have to go to a big box store, because you can always message us, and chances are we can open the store for you. We've done that many times. We've opened the store as at like 2, I think it was 2:30 in the morning was one of the earliest or latest, whatever you want to call it, times that I've opened the store for somebody. One of our local friends who lived down the street was working on a project and absolutely needed some beads. So it was like 2:30. We were still up. They were still up. They messaged. I just happened to be looking at messages, and we opened the store for them, and they came in and did some shopping. So a lot of your small businesses can be flexible like that. So it's worth trying sometimes. But, you know, there are other times when, like, I'm not going to ask my grocery store if they can open for me at 10 o'clock at night, because that's not going to happen. It takes too many people to power the grocery store, right? So sometimes you have to go somewhere else. And in small towns like we're in, you know, those big box stores are sometimes the only option. And there is a balance you have to find. Molly says, mother-in-law is coming to live with us in November and need a larger house. She has her own bedroom and bathroom. Wow. Moving, that's crazy. Moving is crazy. I don't envy you. I don't. We've moved enough. We constantly I feel like we're constantly moving. Even if we're not moving into a different house, we're moving into a building or moving in a studio or constantly moving. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Michelle says, Andrew, the graphic art you did on the computer is so beautiful. I hope you paint some of those. Yeah, he did a really good job. Andrew's been playing around. If you didn't see on Andrew Thornton Artist, on his artist page, I think he shared on his personal page too. He shared some of the AI artwork that he's been creating. And there's a lot of talk going on about this AI artwork. And I don't know if you've seen it, but I've been reading some articles about it. And some people are starting to get very, very scared of it because the artwork looks so much like artwork that somebody has actually done. And it's getting much, much better very quickly. And so people are starting to worry that sometimes the things you see are not actually ever going to be real. If a computer, artificial intelligence can create this artwork, they're worried what's going to happen for the future of artists. And you know, art is one of those things. Art changes and art evolves, and I think it's going to be something that I think once the fear goes away, because I don't think the AI artwork is going to go away, but I think it's one of those things that some people, I think there are going to be artists that create this way, and I think it's going to be, you know, just another form of art. You know, you pretty much where technology is concerned, a lot of times you have to go with the flow, because generally technology doesn't, once it's out, it doesn't generally get put back in the box, right? So I think we have to find ways to make it work, and I think AI artistry is probably going to be something that is going to be a thing at some point. Andrew says, I think we are on track for bigger things, but the pandemic really messed us up. But even with the pandemic, I am proud of all that we've accomplished. Yeah, we've done a heck of a lot, honestly. And, you know, we're working harder than ever to get things going and get things done. But I feel like we're still on a positive trajectory. There are times that things get very low. And like I said, being off for 2 weeks, scary. It's scary. We've cut back on everything. You know, we've cut back on our food bill. We've cut back on, you know, we're turning lights out more. We're, you know, it's just all that stuff we're cutting back on to try not to, you know, overdo and overextend ourselves right now. So we're really pushing, and it's really difficult right now. But, you know, we have family coming up. We're going to be making some stuff. Hopefully you'll all like it, and it'll be great. And for all of you out there, to help you out, to help us out, we are having an anniversary sale. How about that? See, I didn't put that in the title. You didn't know that, right? So that's kind of the surprise I wanted to talk to you about. It's our anniversary tomorrow for Allegory Gallery, 11 years. So if you use discount code anniversary in the online store until midnight next Monday, Eastern time, you can save 20% off anything in our online store. So please check that out. If there's something you've been looking for, 20% is pretty much the highest we ever go. We often do that on our anniversary. That's one of the few times in the year that we do a 20% sale. So September 15th is when Allegory started in 2011. So we were going to do, since it's 11 years, we're going to do an 11% sale, but I don't think that would have worked much. So we're doing a 20% sale. Use coupon code anniversary. You will not be able to do that on the trunk show that we're going to show you because that's a special thing. So we can't give you the discount on that. But the things I'm going to show you today that are in the online store, you can get that discount right now. The discount starts now. And it goes through midnight next Monday. All right. Michelle says, I made some beautiful amethyst gem and crystal earrings. The amethyst gems I got from you. My client loves them. Awesome. That's great. And that's one thing I do. You know, we ask you to follow us. We ask you to share our posts. We ask a lot of you all. And I know 100%, I know that a lot of you are makers and have your own businesses. So, you know, if you do have your own business page, please feel free right now, today, to put it in the comments, wherever the comments are for you. They might be down below. My comments are over here. But please feel free to put your business page, Facebook business page, if you have one, or your website in the comments below so that everybody can find you. You know, every once in a while, we ask people to do this and let you put stuff in there. We generally don't prohibit it in most of the time, unless you're just using our groups or just using our streams to promote yourself. But you know, we ask you to follow us a lot. We would like to be following you and making sure that we're following you. So if you're following us somewhere, make sure you're following us. I'll check, because there are a lot of people that ask us to share their stuff, because they know, you know, they know that our group of people are good people, and if we share it, it's going to probably help them. But a lot of times they'll ask us without ever following us to begin with. So if you're following us, we know you're huge supporters of us. If we see you posting and sharing, we're happy, excuse me, we're happy to help share your stuff and let people know about you too. Especially if you use our stuff to make things. You know, the more sales you get, that means hopefully you'll come back to us and buy more as well. So this is not just a one-way street, and we never want you thinking it is. So if there's something that we can help you and we can share for you, we're happy to do that from time to time. We can't do it all the time, or we'd spend all of our time sharing everybody else's stuff, which would be fun, but I would get no work done, because a lot of you make beautiful things and make a lot of them. But if you do have a business and you are set up as a business, then we're happy to help you share the word. And most of the time we share that from our personal pages. But if you also, which actually our personal pages reach a lot of people, but if you also have a business and you've made things using our beads, we often share those in our stories and sometimes in posts too, on Instagram, on Facebook, through the business. Teresa says, you've always made things right when I have a problem. Great customer service. Thank you for being such a great company. Thank you. Thank you. Please go write a Google review about that, because that'll really help. Honestly, you know, Google is so big, and when you do a Google business review, it really helps. And a lot of you have written Google business reviews for us, because we've done this campaigning before. But if you haven't, we appreciate if you go just search Google for Allegory Gallery. There should be a write a review there when our business pops up. Oh, let's see here. Marianne says, I try to support the store I work in. You got to support the business you work for, right? That's right. I work for a British car parts supplier, and I share their posts, even though most of my people are not, you know, interested in the British sports cars, especially the parts for them, because I don't really share pictures of the cars. I share the pictures of the sale and the parts sometimes, but you got to support the business you work in, definitely. Let's see here. Adonis says, agree about big box stores. Unfortunately, the only family-owned grocery store closed a long time ago where I live, so I really don't have a choice. It's true, right? And that's kind of sad. But big box stores do have their place. You know, we're not anti-big box store. We shop at them when necessary. We do oftentimes try to check local stores first, but there are times when you can't. And I don't think people should feel bad about that. I think sometimes people start feeling bad about that. But sometimes you have no other choice. It's true. You know, I do wish that our communities would realize that small stores and small businesses and community-owned businesses are the way to go. But that's a bigger story, and a bigger question, and a bigger problem, and a bigger, you know, a bigger solution than what we can do sometimes quickly. Some of our local chain stores have gone back to 24-hour shopping. See, that's nice too. Like our Walmarts and things have not gone back to 24 hours here. I do miss when they were, because as many of you know, Andrew and I are usually up till 3, 4, 5 a.m. and excuse me, and sometimes we need things at those hours. So it was nice when they were. Andrew says, can you hear it when I vacuum? I kind of heard you here, but I don't think anyone else would have heard you. I think you're safe. Molly says, I really hate moving and I just renovated this house. I didn't want to bring up the fact that you just went through renovations. I didn't want to rub that in, but yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Susan says, I saw Andrew's AI artwork. Stunning. I think it was really cool, right? Hubby works for one in a distribution center, so yes, they have 24-hour shifts. Yeah, some of them do, right? Somebody out there saying, I buy a lot of filler beads and some things like charms that I need to buy cheaper to keep my craft show prices at the big box stores when they have good sales, but I try to use my good AG beads to pair with those things. I make still to get the feature high quality items with lower prices. Yeah, it's a perfect way of doing things, right? We do try to have things, I will say, we do try to have things on our website like charms and spacer beads and that at good prices, but I do get it. I get it. Sometimes there are things you need. But we appreciate you using our beads. Whoever you are out there, it's coming up as Facebook user, but whoever you are today, we do appreciate that. And we thank you for that. And when you do make things, like if y'all are going to a show and you've used a lot of our beads in your stuff, take some pictures of the stuff that have our beads in it and send us a note, or tag us. That's especially nice. Tag us on the social media posts, and if we see your tag, we will go ahead and share the information, so that if our followers are in your town or in the town where your show is going to be, maybe they'll go and take a look. You never know who you can connect with through other people, right? Susan says, there is a divide among the surrealist friends concerning AI art. Some support it, others are vehemently opposed. Yeah, and I can see why. I can see why. The stuff Andrew made just by, typing in words is amazing. But I do believe, like I said, technology doesn't go back in its box once it's released. And you may be vehemently opposed to it, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So, and it's going to get to the point where you're not going to be sure if somebody painted it or if it was AI generated. So it's going to be hard. I think you have to learn to go with the flow and make it your own in some ways. Andrew says, thank you. It's an interesting tool. I think as an analog artist, for the most part, technology is a little daunting at times, but it can be really exciting and a new way to work. Marianne says, another great sale. Wow. Yes. 20% off. Use code anniversary in the online store to get 20% off. Donna says, yay, I need some Halloween themed beads. Our Halloween collection is out there. You can search the Halloween collection. We tried to put as much as we can in there that we could find in this store that would match for Halloween stuff. Terry says, great sale. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Donna says, I always tag y'all. I love your shop. Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And like sometimes we know a lot of you by name, but we don't know if you have a business or if you're selling under your name or under a business name. So if you do have a business and you do tag us, make sure you either write from the business or tag your own business, because we want to go and follow your page too. There's probably a lot of you out there who have a business that we don't follow from our page or from personally. And we don't mean to do that. We don't mean to exclude you. We'd love to be following your business. We love helping businesses, small businesses succeed. So if you do have something, please tag it, send us a message so we can make sure we follow you. Suzanne says, the shop app has been asking me for ratings. That's good too. I don't know how those show up because we don't really have ratings turned on for our store or for our items in the store. And the reason we don't is because we don't usually replace things. We don't, we find special things, we put them out there, and once they're gone, they're gone. We don't continually replenish. We're not that kind of store. We try and search out fun and interesting things, and most of the time those are in smaller quantities. But I don't know how the shop app works as far as asking for ratings for stores, but please give us a good rating if it's asking. Susie says, I love British sports cars. Me too. I want one. My mom and aunt have TR6s, Triumph TR6s, that my dad rebuilt from the ground up. He is a very talented auto body specialist. My aunt's car was actually in two pieces, and they put it back together and rebuilt it. So they have them. We don't pull them out of the garage very much anymore. Just because, old British cars, the idea that there's going to be something going wrong at some point often happens. So I love them a lot. I would love to have a TR3. I love the style, the old TR3 body style. But maybe someday down the road. Right now, apparently, we're buying buildings, not cars. So I don't get one. I have totally come in and guilt bought beads at AG because I bought stuff at Joann's. I don't know who that is. I don't know who's out there. It's coming up as Facebook user again, but thank you. You don't have to guilt buy. We don't want you to have to guilt buy, but we appreciate it. Donna says, my local Walmart hasn't gone back to 24 hours either. No, mine either. 24-hour openings are really rare here in Edmonton. They used to be, here, I think because we are such small towns and sometimes you need stuff. There's no cities nearby. You got to drive an hour and a half to get to the city. So sometimes the stores were open 24 hours for us. Do you still have the spacer beads in the tubes, Teresa says? Yep, they're in there. Just search up. You should be able to just search spacer, and I think they'll come right up. My computer went dead. I've been talking too long. Facebook user is, I just lost it. Diane. I had a feeling it was Diane. Speaking of shows, I will be near you guys for Bark in the Burrow on the 25th. Nice. Bonnie says, do you think people will stop buying paintings because they're unsure of authenticity? That's a bigger question than just I can answer. Personally, people have bought prints of stuff and posters for their bedrooms. Kids buy posters all the time. I think maybe in the higher art. But I think the AI art, like a lot of stuff Andrew made, if he printed them as posters, I think a lot of kids would put those in their bedrooms and stuff, So I think, there's a place, I think, in the world for all art. Will they stop buying paintings? I don't know. Is it going to get to a point where technology is going to put something on a canvas that's as good as a hand-painted something? That's the question, maybe. Diane moved to YouTube, so I show up as me. Nice. You should be on YouTube anyway. We like Facebook too, but my dad-in-law had a Triumph Spitfire in the 60s and 70s. Nice. One of my coworkers has a Spitfire. Let's see. Andrew says you can guilt buy if you want. Yeah, you can come and guilt buy, I guess, right? We don't want you to feel guilty, but we'll take it, especially right now. New Orleans is a 24-hour town. Yeah, that's the nice thing, right? Some towns are. And sometimes that's nice, I guess, and sometimes it probably is annoying. But there, my computer's back up over here. Going to get back to where I was so I can tell you prices of things as we're going here. Oh, let's see here. What else is going on? Oh, sorry if I missed your comment. My comments keep skipping. It's very annoying. You knew it was me because you've been in the store during my guilt buying bees. Yeah, I had a feeling. You're one of the few people here also that are that are super local that come in often. Dawn and my dad owned a Spitfire too. Yeah, they're cool little cars, right? We sell parts for those. We sell parts for all Triumphs. Most all Triumphs. The Triumph range, the TR2s, through the TR8s and the Triumph Spitfires, and we sell MGB. We don't sell like MGA or MGC. We sell the MGB parts. It's fun. It's always fun. Michelle says, I think we all missed you guys. I hope so. I hope so. I hope you missed us. I hope you're not annoyed by us. I'm going to take a drink of water. Andrew says, I doubt that AI will replace fine art. An example of that is when an AI generated piece won at the State Fair for digital art. Folks were worried that when Procreate came out, it replaced traditional painting. But like anything, it's another tool and things grow and change. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So let's get to it. I've been talking for 45 minutes. I don't have a ton of energy, so we're going to get to looking at stuff finally. I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're going to show you some of the newest things that we just put in the online store. If you haven't seen them, you can go to the latest editions collection, and they'll be at the top. They'll be at the top. But I like to show them on video because sometimes it's different, right? It's always different than just a picture. So I'm going to flip the camera around here. You're going to see my ceiling for a little while. Bonnie says, I wish I lived closer so I didn't need to pay for shipping. Yeah, and I wish we could do more for the shipping. I really do. As it is, if you spend over $100 in the online store, you get free shipping. That's as much as we can do, unfortunately, right now, because we do lose money otherwise on shipping. And we don't build shipping into our prices of the products like a lot of people do. It's just not something that we like to do. If you're paying for the product, you should pay for the product. You shouldn't have to, we don't have, otherwise we end up raising the price to put in the online store. So that makes a discrepancy between what we sell in the physical store and the online store. And if it's higher in the online store, you obviously know we built in money for shipping. If we raise the price in both places, then that covers us in the online store. And yes, we make more money in the physical store because we're not covering any shipping expenses, but it just doesn't seem right. It doesn't feel right. And so that's why we still charge shipping. I know people tend to think that, free shipping would be better, but if we offered you free shipping, all of our prices would go up. And that would just be the thing. And if you shop locally with us, the prices would go up just to support just to have the same prices, which doesn't make any sense really. So, unless there's something miraculous that happens and we find out some way to do it that makes more sense, we don't want to have to raise all our prices. So you pay for the products, whether you pay for them in store or online, they're the same price. And then we just add the shipping. And I know everybody wants free shipping, but it's really not fair to our in-store people to have to pay more if they're visiting in-store, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Donna says he was restoring a very old Jaguar before he passed away and was a member of the Montgomery, Alabama British Car Club. I still have his driving pins and hats. Nice. I think I know that club because I think I've interacted with them to sometimes send them freebie. Did they do a car show? Because I send freebies out sometimes, or used to when I had this job before. But I remember the Montgomery, Alabama, or maybe they just updated their listing in our events tab. My late afternoon seemed a bit strange with these lives, but I was okay with that. The bigger priority was you both recovering. Thank you. Sarah says, your prices are very reasonable. I just make sure to always buy enough to get the free shipping. That's the way to do it. Order over $100, which really doesn't take a lot sometimes, especially if you need something. I'd like to take that down to $75, but we're just not there right now. We're just not there yet. If we get more and more orders in the online store and start to do a little bit better and pick up in volume a little bit, then we can change that a little bit, but just can't yet. Diane says, as an in-store person, I appreciate your pricing policies. Thank you. We try and be fair to everyone. Donna says, oh yes, they had car shows. My dad passed away in 2012. I was probably, 2012. I was working there in 2012, and I had worked there before that, through college and stuff too, and before I moved to New York. So Montgomery, Alabama, yeah, that British Car Club, I think I used to be the one sending them freebies from us. Bonnie says, I wish I could be more organized. I get it. I'm not very organized. I need to be. I'm working hard. I'm not working that hard. I'm trying to work hard. In my head, I'm working hard to be more organized, but it's not happened yet. Michelle says, I'm in California. Your shipping isn't expensive. We try not to. We ship USPS. We pass along Like, we don't charge you what you would be charged if you walk up to the counter at the post office. We charge you our commercial rates. So we get commercial rates, and we only charge you what they charge us. We don't charge you what you would actually be charged if you took that box across the counter at the post office, because it would be more. So we give you our commercial rates, and we don't charge you any more for them. When you pay shipping with us, even if you make multiple orders, to the point where we combine those orders if we can and refund your shipping. So we really try our hardest to do that. Andrew said some people do much higher volume of shipping so they get better rates, and since they sell more, they can survive on smaller margins. Sometimes they will take losses. We can't really do that. I've seen so many small places trying to compete with bigger companies that they go out of business. Yeah, we don't want to compete and try and give free shipping to the point where the shipping puts us out of business. Not an easy thing to do. Andrew says it gets to being a race to the bottom. Even bigger companies are struggling. Yeah, we don't want to race to the bottom, everybody. We try and offer you the best prices we can that keep us in business and give you a good deal. And that's what our whole company is founded on, is making sure that, that we treat people right. Okay, let's take a look. I have one set of these Mystic Moon artisan glass beads. Here they are. These little disc beads. We have one set available. You get the set of 5, and it's $15. Donna says, I had to mail a wedding gift to California, and the shipping was horrid, but it had to go. Sometimes it can be. Like, because you're ordering smaller stuff from us, generally, the most it's going to be is about $9 or so if it has to go in a priority box. And otherwise, it's not going to be much more than that as long as you're in the US. It gets a little bit more expensive if you're outside of the US, but even then, it's not crazy generally. Andrew said, I saw one company doing 90% off to get quick cash flow, and they were out of business a month later. So it's not really sustainable. No, and when you get to that point, that's the hard time, because that's when you make that decision to try to do that for cash flow, that's when things are hard, and that's sad. It's sad. Let's see here. So these, I think, Diane said, those are cute. Aren't they cute? They're really pretty color too. They're really pretty, kind of minty green color. So it's a set of 5 available in the online store. You can look up Mystic Moon and you'll see them, or just go to the latest items collection and you'll see them there. And they're $15 only for the set, artisan glass bead set. And you get 20% off that right now if you use code anniversary in the online store. All right, then we have these beautiful Trumpet glass beads, and we have them in a few different styles and colors. There's the darker ones here. And then you have these beautiful, I love these. These would be great for fall. I love these colors. And these are $6 each. And I believe these are unicorn beads. Handmade glass trumpets. Andrew says, I don't know if we'll be able to get more Mystic Moon stuff. We only saw them at shows. Yeah. The darker ones look like witches' hats, right? That's a good idea, Donna. See? Yeah, that could be a little witch's hat, right? If you saw Andrew's demonstration on making little creatures with beads, he did a tutorial on that, or demonstration on that. If you want to check that out, you can watch our previous videos and take a look for it. But these would be cute if you made little creatures using the little hats. So these are really cool. These are some of my favorite things. I love these. I don't know why. And I know maybe they're not the easiest to use. I don't know. I think the hat idea is really cute for Halloween, but I have loved these ever since we've gotten them, and they don't sell as much, but they really, I love them. I love the colors in them. I don't know if you can see. Let me actually, I forgot to turn my other light on. There we go. Let's look at some better color. There, now you can see, hopefully. Julie says, I just posted a review for you guys on Google. Thank you so much. That really, really helps. You have no idea. I was just reading an article last night, I think, or the day before, where they were talking about how much reviews help small businesses. And the more reviews you get, the better you show up in ratings and in search results and all that good stuff. Andrew said these are really fun for bead cones for tassels. Yeah, awesome. So we have, this is all we have though. So what, there's 5 of each color, and they are $6 each. Okay. Handmade glass boro beads. And then I have one of these little check glass cat buttons. Andrew says, I know folks don't blog as much anymore, but if you do, reviews on blogs with links help tremendously for SEO. Yeah, if you link back to a company talking about something in your blog about them and giving them a good review in your blog, that helps. That helps a lot. A lot. So we have this little cat button. One of these available. One check glass cat button available in the online store. It is $5.25. $5.25. Black cat for Halloween. Gonna take a drink. Sorry, everybody. And then we have a number of these Mali, M-A-L-I, Mali clay pendants. These are unfinished clay pendants. So if you like to put on essential oils, you can do that on these. They'll soak in. They're not glazed. So you can get some of that essential oils. But I'm going to show you a few of these. You can see them all in the online store. There's about 10 or so of them. And they come in 2 different colors and different designs. So here's another one in the black, in a round design. And these are all only $4. $4. That's crazy. $4. There's another one. Oh, Cynthia and Azalea are 20 minutes away, Andrew said. So I gotta push forward a little bit on this so we can be here when they're here and not be online or not be talking on the live when they show up, so we can get them settled. So I'm going to push a little harder. So these are the Mali clay pendants. You can use these with essential oils. Here you go. Hopefully we finish soon so we can finish cleaning upstairs. You can come up, Andrew. Just close the door in my room. It won't be too loud. Close the door. They won't hear the vacuum too much. They know what we're doing anyway. They hear the vacuum. So you can get those Mali clay pendants in the online store. And the big thing we wanted to show you were the Marsha Newell Pears. Marsha Newell Pears, they are in the online store now. These are $10 each. And I'm going to show you a few of these. He says, I like it when you vacuum the stairs. Of course he does, because he doesn't have to do it. He doesn't have to do it. See that? I like it when you vacuum the stairs. Uh-huh. So these are Marsha Newell pears. These are cute little pears that she has created. These are like a purpley gray color. Those are in the online store. These are all handmade by our friend Marsha. If you don't know Marsha Newell, check her out. She's been our friend for a very long time. We love her so much. She's always very good to us. Susan says, cats and dogs and vacuum cleaners are natural enemies. Yes, Gilbert is deathly afraid of the vacuum cleaner. He runs under the bed. Barnaby runs away, but he comes back around pretty quick. Gilbert just stays until he knows it's clear, and he probably knows there's people coming. So we've warned them people are coming. He's a little bit, he doesn't like to be around too much when people are around. Here's another pair. Andrew says, acts of service are my love language. I figured that out. I know that from experience. Andrew says, I remember when Marsha first started out. Yeah, Andrew's known her for a very long time. She's a dear friend. We love her to death. Like I said, she always treats us really well, gives us good pricing on stuff, gives us good stuff. Here's another pair. All these pairs are $10 only, and you can get the discount. Get the anniversary discount. Get 20% off. 20% off. So that's what, $2 off. These are only $8 then. That brings these down to $8. Did I do that math right? Yeah. Some nice autumn colors. Andrew says, it reminds me of TikTok. That boy avoids people and he says, uh-oh, people. That is cute. These are nice kind of purpley burgundy color. Love these. Marianne says, when my last dog was still alive, he thought the vacuum was a noisy toy, but cats hide. Yeah. None of the cats we've ever had have thought it's been a toy. They've all hated the vacuum cleaner. I like these ones that are kind of rough and they look ancient and old. I think these are so cool. And this color, if I can get it out of the bag, check those out. Aren't those pretty? That beautiful burnt orange color, that's a good autumn color right there. These are all very nice autumn colors, dark colors, getting ready to go into Halloween and fall. Here's more of the discs. Smooth on one side. Got the scallops on the other. Suzanne says, my AG order was just delivered. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Here's another one. Andrew says, one of my early birthday presents arrived today. I was in the Everett Hoffman class and he recommended a stone setting book and it came today. Yeah, he got his book today. We can't always splurge for birthdays and stuff because, you know, all our money gets put into the business. But try and get little things, especially needed things. Birthdays like when we get the things that we need, but also some of the things we want, hopefully. But yeah, Andrew's birthday is coming up very soon. If you've not seen his birthday fundraiser we've been doing, you can check that out. Trying to get him a toilet at Star Cottage Studio, which would be an awesome thing for all of us and all of our friends who visit us there. So if you want to get something for Andrew's birthday, if you would have bought him a drink or take him out for dinner, please consider donating to his fundraiser. I'm going to share that on my page again soon. And the last pair that we've put into the online store is this one? How cute is that? Marion says, when I was growing up, often my birthday present was a winter coat. Yeah, that's important. I always liked getting new clothes generally, too. All right. All right. So those are the Marsha Newell pears. Showed you the Molly pendants. We showed you the unicorn glass. And we showed you the Mystic Moon glass. So those are all new into the online store. I should have done that for my birthday. That was yesterday. Well, happy birthday, Bonnie. Happy birthday. Hope you had a good one. Hope you had a great one. Okay, so just to show you, I'm just going to show you 4 things. 2 of each are the same. Coming up on Friday's trunk show with Hannah Rosner, these are the little cauldrons. And these are handmade glass cauldrons for Halloween by Hannah Rosner. Her collection is going to be Halloween and Autumn. Halloween and Autumn. Andrew says, I feel bad for William because his birthday is in February and it's extra lean time. Yeah, we're always, having a hard time for the extra lean time. But I got a good birthday present this year. I generally get good birthday presents. Hannah, we are Halloween. We are September babies. My birthday is today. I didn't know that. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And then we have these. And this is all I'm going to show you. This is all that I'm going to show you for a quick sneak peek at the Autumn and Halloween Trunk Show by Hannah Rosner, Good River Gallery, coming up on Friday. Diane says, I get paid Friday, so I'm glad the trunk show is then, right? Be sure to tune in, because if you like these, there's a lot of other pretties coming your way for Halloween and for autumn. My favorite time of the year is autumn. I can't wait. Hannah says, wait till you see the cats. Yeah, I didn't want to give any more previews. No more previews, everyone. You got to wait till you see the cats. There's some fun stuff. I see devil hearts. I see some little, looks like little devils. Frankenstein. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So if you like this kind of stuff, be sure to tune in on Friday when we have Hannah Rosner's Trunk Show, Good River Gallery. It will be one of those things where you will purchase through email. All right. So we'll give lot numbers to everything. You will purchase through email. There is no discount on these. We are not doing the anniversary discount. These will not be in the online store. But if you missed that part, we are having a discount in the online store through midnight next Monday Eastern time. And if you use code anniversary, you can save 20% right now off every single thing in our online store. Even Andrew's artwork, even Andrew's handmade jewelry pieces, everything. 20% off. Use code anniversary in the online store. You are the first to hear about this. We will be making a post about this either later today or tomorrow. But you get the heads up that we're having the discount. So get in on that. Find your favorite things. You have first dibs on anything in the online store right now to get a discount on. All right. And we'll be sending out a notice and an email about that discount probably tomorrow morning. So you have until then to make your claims first. You can see Barnaby starting to creep in over here, my little buddy. So thank you all so very much. I'm not going to turn the camera on because I have to go anyway. We have to get the house ready because they're probably just about here. All right. So thank you all so very much. And we will see you back here tomorrow. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Bye now.